Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. Before I begin, I would just like to thank my viewers and those that have liked, shared, and subscribed to my channel. I truly appreciate all of your positive feedback. Thank you so much. This is a general reading, therefore it may or may not resonate with you. If it does not, please check your moon and your rising sign for your messages. This is a love reading for Taurus for the month of January. Now, this reading is not for everybody. It's a specific message for someone out there. And I felt the need to draw extra cards on this, and so I've drawn some Sibila on this. I'm using the mini Celtic cross with clarifiers to go and get more information. We'll begin in the past and we'll work our way up to the present and then into the future. So the overall energy, we have the Tower. Now, I know it looks like a bad card, but it's not a bad card because it's the destruction of something that was built upon false foundations. It's a sudden, unexpected event that comes in and causes a shakeup. But it most often is a blessing in disguise. It brings illumination to a situation. Now, at the bottom of the mini Rider-Waite, the bottom of that deck, I felt the need to look at that, and we have the Sun here. So I think with the Sun and the Tower here, that the Sun really does bring in illumination, and this really turns out to be some sort of blessing in disguise. Because the Sun, it brings happy outcomes. So whatever happened had to happen for a reason, and this will bring the Sun back into your life. So, in the past, you have the Five of Cups energy there, which speaks of sadness and regret over decisions made in the past. And you're really focusing on that, refusing to look at the two cups that are left standing behind you. You can see his shoulders there are slumped and his head is down. But there is a bridge back here. And he could cross it if he chose to do so. Now, on that we have the Nine of Wands, which is you kind of hanging in there, you're waiting, you're battle weary, which makes perfect sense with this. And you have all of these lessons behind you here. But you're not quite at the finish line yet, because you're still a 9. So there's one more hurdle to get over. And then the Hermit steps in. He sheds his light on this situation to bring enlightenment. And he's telling you not to make any hasty decisions. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. He can also be somebody who gave you some guidance, And more than likely that would be a Virgo person, but doesn't have to be. And then we have the Four of Swords on that, which is recovering after a challenging situation. And then the Empress, which does suggest the possibility of a new beginning, and the Yes card to move forward with that. But you're not. You were focusing here on these 3 spilled cups instead of these 2 that were behind you standing up. And so then here we have the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles, he is the initial motivation focused around a goal or a dream that you wish to manifest. And I think you're just like focusing on the past and wishing to have it back again, that to do things differently. And I think that's why this card is here, because it's directly looking at you, and it does represent Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But the moon is beside that card, and that shows that you are uncertain, that you're confused, that you don't have all of the answers yet. It's telling you to take a deeper look around you. And then we have the Six of Swords, which is moving away from this, from a challenging energy. But again, this is next to the moon. The moon sits smack right in the middle of these 2 cards. So I think that you are confused about or hesitant to let go of this. It's like it comforts you to think of this past. And you wish you could have it back again, because you regret the decisions you made. You regret what happened here. And so in a way, you don't really want to move forward. You don't want to see those 2 cups that are left standing there. Now the Page of Swords here is communication, and this would be in the recent past. Communication that helps to bring clarity to the situation. This could represent a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius person. So that person or type of that sign could be involved, or someone who embodies the energies of the Page of Swords, which is somebody who would be very truthful, very honest, very intelligent, somebody who really speaks their mind. This card can also indicate that you are feeling frustrated about something. But important decisions will be made when his energy appears, or were made, because we are again speaking of the past here. This card speaks of, it's perhaps telling you that you need to have patience. at the center in the present here, we have the Ace of Cups. So there is an opportunity for an emotional fresh start. The Ace of Cups is a seed. So it could still be, it still could be a thought. You are perhaps starting to think about it now. It can be a new beginning in love, or it can be a new way of looking at love that makes it better. It represents the unfolding of something new with the promise of potential, which the Empress does speak about here. So you had the opportunity here, but you didn't take it. Too much confusion. Clarity comes in here, and the opportunity is offered again. And then we have the Star. And you want to have that emotional fresh start here in the present. And it's very possible that it is with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius person, or someone who does embody those energies. Because we have the Queen of Swords here. Queen of Swords, she's a truth seeker. She speaks her mind. Typically, she would be a widower, someone who's separated or lives alone, or just somebody who is lonely. She's up in her mind, planning, strategizing. As an energy, she could be saying, what do I need to cut out of my life? So you may be asking yourself that. What do I need to cut out of my life in order to have this wish, this emotional fresh start, to be able to have this happy home, this commitment that you're craving here? What crowns this reading is the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is messages and communications going back and forth. Usually pages bring in messages. The Page of Wands is unexpected news or a welcome surprise. A possible reunion with an old friend. Perhaps it's a possible reunion with the person you're longing for. Perhaps there have been messages going back and forth, or perhaps you want to have that reunion. You want to hear from them. You want to be able to take charge of the situation, to gather up the courage that you need in order to contact this person. The Chariot. victory, a choice. I think that there's a decision to be made with the victory card, with the Chariot. The Nine of Pentacles. This is in effect another victory card. It's feeling blessed, having that happy, stable home. This is what you want. You want this. Now, in the future here, we have the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups says that you're unhappy at having to wait for something. So it could be for some reason there is something stopping you from contacting this person. I think it's very possible that is what you want to do. You want the truth. You want to get to the truth because you still have very strong feelings for that person. You would still like to offer your cup of love to that person. But again, you're confused. And here we have the King of Swords. So we have the couple. And in between the couple, we have this confusion. And we have the Four of Wands, commitment, stability. And so the Queen of Swords, she's looking towards the King of Swords, but the King of Swords, he's looking away. So communication hasn't happened yet, I don't think. Perhaps you're unsure about contacting this person because you fear getting hurt again. Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. Or yeah, because she speaks about emotions and intuition. And so maybe that's what's holding everything back, is that fear of being hurt again, because you're guarding your heart here. You have this confusion in between the couple. You want the relationship. You want to have the happy home, to offer your cup of love, to have communication with this person. But you are afraid of being hurt again. But remember, we do have the sun here, which does speak of happy outcomes. And this, the sun trumps any negative card in this spread. And I just noticed, look what was under the sun. Nah, same card. feeling self-pity, unhappy at having to wait for something. So I drew for Sabila on this reading. The first one was the messenger. And the messenger, he's delivering a letter there. And this is about you waiting on something. Waiting on that phone call. Or that message. And next to that, I drew sighs. And this is someone without a partner. Feeling isolated, feeling abandoned. And then sorrow, which represents the breakup. And then I got, because I couldn't let it end there, so I drew another one, and I got surprise. This card means that a situation that started off bad is going to turn out to be great in the end. Whatever that means to you, because this card can represent unexpected joy coming in. Now I drew an archangel message for you, and I got, you are safe. And this is Archangel Michael. And he says, I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and your home. And I also drew an Angel Answers card and communicate clearly. So communicate clearly to this person when you do get that call or that text. Communicate clearly to Spirit, to the angels, what it is that you want, so they can bring it into you. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, the details on how to do that are in the description box below. Have a great month of January. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.